Hello and welcome back to our sessions with the Thoroughbred Mare drama. This is session 10 with her, so this is the beginning of her 4th week with me. And we are working on increasing the complexity of what we're doing with her while maintaining the relaxation. So unfortunately, I did tape the first time I asked her to canter, and she was a bit concerned about it, and it took a little bit longer for her to come back down and relax. But the video was too large and didn't save on my phone. So now we tried again today, and she had a few concerns. It went a little bit smoother today, so unfortunately I hate that I didn't get the initial one for you, but the same principles apply. So we affirm that she understands still how to maintain her own relaxation at the walk and trot on the lunge line before we do anything else. And I'm happy to see here that she is maintaining that relaxation pretty much the whole way around the circle now. And in the first week and a half, I would have to remind her every couple of steps, hey, relax, bring your focus back here. Hey, relax, bring your focus back here. And she's doing it for herself now, consistently. So that's what told me that she was ready to move up into the canter work. Canter work can be complicated for horses, not just thoroughbreds, but a lot of horses, because they are prey animals. And when they add in that speed, it can start to trigger biological feelings of running away, like they're being preyed upon. So it's not just her that can experience it. And whenever they start to get that speed going, they need to be able to bring themselves back down into that state of relaxation, just like she does in the slower gaits, but it's a more complex maneuver. So we waited to do it until this week. So before we ask for that, I start asking her to extend a little bit within the trot and the walk. So I ask her to trot, point my hand forward, ask her to increase her lengthening in her stride, and then come back down. And we practice that for a few minutes on each direction at both the walk and the trot. So that's how we work to eventually develop really nice free walk and also develop that lengthening, stretchy trot that you see in the Western dressage and the English dressage tests. So we're working on that here. And that just is one prior step before you get to the canter work to confirm that they're ready to add a little more energy in before you bounce right into the canter. So can they do extended trot, basically. So here I ask for that canter. She does pop her head up and get a little bit upset. We aren't asking for her to do a canter around the entire ring at this point. I really just want to see her do a little bit of a canter step and then be able to bring herself back down. Each time she does a complete cycle of that, it's a win. I mean, she is realizing that she herself can get through energy and that impulsion and then have her own self-confidence to come back down. And it's not gonna be like we're running forever, you know. So here we go. That's already a little bit better. She's shaking her head some. We're not too critical about anything she's doing. All we're looking for is just relaxation at this stage. And she tends to be a little counterbent with her head looking out. We just ask her to stay nice, calm, and she's already starting to stretch her head down some. There we go. And then she comes right into a stretchy trot, which is exactly what we want to see. And she's doing that because we encouraged that so much the previous weeks that's her happy place. She knows she can come back to that. So she doesn't immediately want to come down to a walk, but she eventually breathes and does. And then we see her do like a lick and a chew and a little bit of a breathe out. There we go. Whew. So then we're going to go back up and do it again. So that's one whole cycle. She was able to get up in energy and then come the whole way down to not just walk, but walk with a breathe out and shaking off that tension. So then each time we do it, she builds her confidence. I would say that upper transition was a little bit better. Still a little bit stiff. Eventually, we're going to see that she'll be able to keep herself nice and relaxed the whole way around, just like she did as she progressed in the walk and the trot work. So head still a little bit up, still looking out to the outside some. Not a big deal now, but eventually we'll keep trying to reward and let her relax whenever she's in a good spot. Right now, we're letting her come back down and relax basically whenever she wants to. Eventually we'll look for more and more, and you see the licking there too, we'll look for more and more accuracy and consistency later on. But right now we're just building confidence. And nice stretch down. Great. And it was super important for this mare specifically to start with very, very small steps and build her confidence. So I didn't come in the first day and ask her to canter around. She probably would have. I mean, I could have gotten it done, but that would have been of negative benefit to her. It would have reinforced the anxiousness and not her being able to control her own mind and body. And you see, she's very smart. I changed the direction there, which I'm happy with her change the direction, but she was already like, oh, we're going to canter this way now too? And I'm like, I just gently told her, no, I'm not ready for that quite yet. You know, you can calm back down, do another circle. Wasn't mad, just redirected her in a little small circle to get her set back up again. And then I want her to depart when I ask her to depart. It's a lot easier to get a horse to go than it is to get him to slow down. So we want to reinforce the calm and relaxed walk behaviors as opposed to our driving aids. And since we changed directions, I didn't do the full clip. So since we changed directions, she just gets a little bit of a walk right here to breathe, not trying to push her too hard. And she tends to get stuck in this corner some. She turned into me like, can we just stop now? And I said, no, you can't just stop now. You got to keep walking. And then she took that to mean, oh, I should go faster. And I said, no, that's not exactly what I was asking for. You can calm down, but you do have to keep walking. So that's the conversation we had just there. For some reason, that corner just seems like a great place to stop to her. And now I ask for it. So like I said, we start small. We only ask for a little bit of canter and then come back down. So it doesn't look very dramatic, but we asked for a little bit of canter, came back down. There she goes around again. And one of the times, I don't think it was, oh, it might have been that time. One of the times she trips a bit and breaks because she trips. And I don't reprimand her or spank her for, tripping, because we're just not at that point yet. We're happy that she's able to stay relaxed. If we were to get upset with her and be mad at her for breaking, we would be adding in more tension into the canter work. It might seem counterintuitive to the traditional horsemanship methods, but adding in getting very hypercritical of them breaking, especially when they lose balance. I mean, it's just like someone tripping. It wasn't her fault. So we wait until her mind is in a comfortable, relaxed place before we ask again. There we go. And you can see it's already gotten better. That head and neck is stretching down. She's already able to keep herself a lot calmer this direction. And this, I would say, was her weaker direction when we started. And like I said, I'm just letting her stop wherever she feels like she wants to stop. And then we wait until she's able to calm herself down. But super happy with that. Thanks for watching, and look forward to talking to you next time.